What's up, everybody? Welcome to Untamed and Unhinged Reptile Podcast. Today we got Eddie from uh man. I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking about something else. We got Eddie from Father Blue Monitors. We're gonna go ahead and just bring him out because ain't nothing new happening in the US Arc right now. They're still dealing with that, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring out Eddie. Sorry, my bad, bro.
It's all good. It's all
What's
good,
up,
man.
Eddie?
What's up, you guys? Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me, dude.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you saying, yeah, I haven't had you on in a minute. Well, we haven't talked in a minute either, really. I know you've been
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on trips, vacations, like learning about the blue tree monitors and everything. How's that going for you, brother?
Man, everything has been a crazy year, man, since the last time I got on here. I know last time we spoke, I talked about going to Indonesia to go see the tree monitors. I was talking about hopefully having some babies. I don't know if I had eggs incubating yet or not,
No.
but no, there was so much stuff going on during that time, man, and now in this year, dude, I kind of like I kind of crossed all those things on the list that I had, man, and I'm so excited. I got to go to Indonesia. I got to see the tree monitors for 30 days. I got to breed some animals. I got some babies, some eggs, and I got some babies that hatch, and I got some more babies incubating, dude. So it's been a sick year, dude. It's been a really sick year.
Bro, and how's that baby doing that you just hatched out too?
Oh man, I don't know. You saw the video, dude. I'm
Yeah,
sorry if you
bro,
didn't, bro.
I, wa-
He
I he looked like he's doing really good, bro.
he looked like he was doing good, and unfortunately, he passed away this morning, man.
Oh,
Little dude.
I didn't see that video, bro.
No, yeah, I posted it today, man. He passed away this
Oh,
morning. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Unfortunately, like as everyone like I put in the videos, it was a premature baby. It was, I think it had to do with how it was like incubating the eggs and everything like that. And he was like way back in the back of the incubator, so he was a lot hotter. He got cooked a little bit hotter than the other babies. So what happened? I think what happened was that the egg popped in the egg box, and that's what got him out. And then he was doing cool, like he was fine. But then we noticed later on that he had like neurological issues. When I put him in the cage for the first time, he couldn't really like hold his head up straight and everything. And then today he passed. He was eating, he was drinking, he was doing chill, but it is what it is, man. We still got babies incubating, and I'm at like those are at like 155 days, and they usually hatch around 160, 170 days. So we're like
so
right around
damn,
the
that's
corner.
a long time in the incubation. God.
Yeah, and that's what goes to show you he popped at 145, and
Oh, okay.
they're supposed to go at like 160, 170. So he popped way too early, and I just think he wasn't ready, But it is what it is. The other eggs look real healthy, and I know I'm gonna have two beautiful tree monitors out here soon, man. I can't wait, bro.
Damn, bro, I didn't see that video. I
It's all
missed
cool,
that.
man.
I apologize, brother. I
No,
I
you're
was
good. You're
just
good, man.
excited that I saw you with the baby and everything, and I saw another one where you sliding the baby's coming out of the egg. It was an argument you were arguing about,
Oh
like
yeah,
about
that was
cutting the egg.
yeah, man. That was so stupid because like I'm explaining to you now, like I the egg for sure was born premature, right? And the funny thing is people were coming at me like, bro, you popped the egg open, you cut it open for views, like you just wanted. I'm like, why would I open up something that I've been working for you guys that don't know, I've been trying to breed for 4 years. I've been working on this project behind me to get these animals. Why would I risk losing a baby that I worked 4 years to get by cutting it open for Instagram views? Like it didn't make sense. And so the video I made or the post I made was just like breaking down what happened, so what we think happened and what happened to the baby instead of what people were assuming. Like a couple people made response videos like this is how a real tree monitor is supposed to hatch naturally, and another dude was like this is what you don't cut tree monitor eggs. I'm like, bro, you're making assumptions and you don't even know the story, dude. Like it's just wild, man, what people like to make in their heads.
So I want to say, would you say the blue tree monitor or the monitor community is a lot harder, like to get
Like
along with? Like,
um No, I think it's with every community, dude. Every
It's the
community
same.
has their like, yeah, they have their good and bad, man. The monitor community is beautiful, and when I was in it at the beginning, it was real chill. Everyone was super friendly. Everyone's nice. But you know, when you start getting a following, you start getting people supporting you. There's always going to be oppositions, and people get jealous, unfortunately, of some things that happen, and that's where you get this sort of mentality. But I don't pay no mind. I'm always, as I said before, bro. I'm always open. If anybody dislikes me, bro, if you dislike me, have a freaking conversation with me. Get to know me. Let's have a coffee. Let's have a beer. Let's have a phone call and then figure it out, bro. And then you can make the decision if you don't like me or not. But don't make an assumption because you heard something or you saw something without context. You know, that's how I feel. Too many people jump the gun too early.
Yeah, I agree, brother. But what I was gonna say, like when we brought you on, dude, we didn't know anything about you other that you were building your enclosures. You made everything from scratch.
Yo,
Like,
I remember. Yeah, now I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah, I was like, where was I at when this time? I hadn't even finished the cages yet or anything like that. I didn't have
no,
Tree Monitor Fest, none of that. Wow, dude, so much has happened, man. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fun.
That's
That's
why I was like,
exciting.
man, tell me what's been going on. What's popping?
Yeah, yeah, dude. So we finally finished everything. You can kind of see some of the
Yeah, I see
enclosures
it now.
behind me. We finished all the enclosures now. We put the big old front glass on them and everything like that. I can move how we put on the big old front glass on them, everything. All the animals are nice and chilling and everything like that, which is really cool. We went ahead and I threw a big party, a Tree Monitor Fest, where I had a bunch of people come over to my crib and see the cages and talk about animals and everything like that. That was super cool. John from Sim Container came down. Some really cool people came by to check out the space. We started breeding the animals. You know, like I said, we had a couple. I think in the last 3 months, we had 3 females lay eggs for us. That's amazing. We
I've
went
been
to
watching that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We went to Indonesia. A first person in the entire world, from my understanding, to record a tree monitor in 4K in the way that I did. Like that, no one's ever done that. And I also recorded how they trap the animals in the wild. First time ever. That's crazy, man. I'm developing a documentary about the entire thing, about the whole pet trades for tree monitors or blue tree monitors and what's happening to those. So bro, there's just so much happening right now. It's super cool, man. Dang, it's been a minute though, dude. It's been a
Dude,
minute.
yeah, it was because we brought you on, it was during when you were building their closures, you were installing the drain pan and stuff on the bottom,
Yeah.
and then you were about to have that monitor fest.
Yep.
I would
Yep.
think it
Yep.
was
Yep.
like 2 weekends before your monitor fest, or
Yeah.
was that
Something like
that
that.
weekend, one of the two. But yeah, man, that was the last time we talked, bro. And then you went on your trip, and then you went on to other podcasts. Like you started going up, man. You started blowing up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a crazy time, man. I've been on. I can't even think of how many podcasts I've been on now, man. Talking about all the different things from how I build my enclosures to the blue tree monitors to how to run social media accounts, 3D print, so many different topics, man. It's been really cool though. It's been really cool.
So I saw that question about should you charge for your information? I'd say, I mean, you're always giving out information. Actually, you should start a Discord and charge for your information.
Yeah, yeah, that's something that'd be cool, man. I'm on the fence about it, to be quite honest, because I love sharing stuff, right? It's one of my favorite. It's naturally I love to document, I love to share, because like for me, when I was growing into this stuff, man, yeah, there were people sharing, but there's a lot of people sharing like old information and certain things they were really like wish washy about. Like if you ask a tree monitor breeder how to breed your tree monitors, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to tell you the full way of how to breed tree monitors because if you breed tree monitors, you're competition to them, right? And so things like that really led me to want to be like, let's be super transparent about everything, right? And all my page is about that. You look at my page, I got everything from like the diets I feed, the temperatures I keep, the size of enclosures, how I breed my animals, the entire process I've documented and put it for free. But what I'm trying to ask was because like I get I get so many questions on the daily of people asking me very specific questions like, how should I build my enclosure to suit this animal? Is this size enclosure best for two animals or one animal? Should I put ventilation? What kind of dirt should I use? This and that. And though I put it for free, some people don't do well with free content and they rather a one-to-one. You just tell me real quick for an hour, 2 hours, how I do this the best way and go from there. So that's where I was kind of getting at with that whole model of like, should I charge to consultate? And it's still in the air. We'll see, man. I put
I
so much
feel
stuff for free out.
I feel if it's like one on one and they're getting your undivided attention, I say yeah. But if they're
Yeah.
just like asking, I guess, like questions on the outside and it's a bunch of people, I mean, I guess that should be free.
Yeah, no,
Because
of
there's
course,
probably
of
something
course.
about like at what temp are eggs supposed to be kept at. I really don't know what temp monitor eggs should be kept at or the humidity
Yeah,
level and
yeah,
all that stuff. So
and a lot of people don't know that sort of stuff, and me too. Like I'm still learning, right? Like for example, we had the issue with the baby that just born prematurely, right? I would have never guessed. I had everything going fine, but I would have never guessed by you putting an animal closer in the back, it would cause issues. And now we learn, right? I learned from my mistake, and now hopefully the next person that sees that video is like, oh, I saw Eddie, he had that issue. Let me make sure I don't got the issue. So that's free content. I'm always put out free information. I'm always put out when everyone asks me. And again, it's more so for like the guys that want very specific, very like one to. If you ask me to do a one-to-one, okay, let's do it. And then we'll go from there and figure it out. But that's kind of what that was all from.
so when you went to Indonesia and you were watching the monitors live out there, is it way different compared to they are in an enclosure in their own like compared to out there versus being in an enclosure is what I'm trying to get at here. Is it
Bro,
different?
it broke my heart, dude, coming back home, because I was out there for 30 days and we were looking high and low for these animals, right? And we found the animals and I got to record them and I got to see how they were taken out of the wild. I got so much information about these animals. And when I came back, even though my mission with these animals is, I feel as though it's a good mission, right? And that's up to everyone's perception of what I'm doing, right? I could be doing wrong, could be doing bad in some people's eyes. I don't feel like I'm doing these animals justice, in my opinion. Like even me, I got these big old enclosures. I'm like, these animals are not getting what they would get in the wild, man. Like, when I saw these animals, we were consistently seeing these animals up high in trees that were like 30 to 40 to 50 feet high, bro. Like they were in tall trees they were splayed out in branches, and you would see one move from one branch to another branch, and it would move 30 feet like it was nothing, trying to get from one spot to another spot. And I'm like, bro, and then I come home and I get these 7x4x3s, yeah, whatever. It's a box compared to what they have in the wild, and that really broke my heart coming back to like realize like, yeah, I'm trying to make a difference, but at what cost? Because I'm putting an animal in captivity that I know at one point had this like so much freedom, and so it's wild. What's up, Serenity? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Bro,
Yeah,
but
so it's real crazy, man. It was real crazy to see it lively like that, man.
and they were just eating anything out there or they were eating certain things.
I didn't get to witness them eating, unfortunately. So I'm actually going back again. In very soon, very soon. I can't say when because I don't want it to be compromised. But I'm going very soon, and I'm going back for another 30 days to hopefully actually film that part. And we're going during the season where hopefully we're going to see babies as well out and about, which will be cool. But I didn't get to document what they were eating. But what I will say is that out there, the diets that I saw were completely different than what we have available here. Like a lot of people here are feeding like grasshoppers and crickets and worms and chicks and quails. And out there, man, I said this before, like the biggest thing that I saw that was readily available for these animals to eat were arboreal skinks. There was more skinks on that island than anything else. I saw grasshoppers, I saw stick insects, I saw little ants, but I saw more skinks running around everywhere that made me think maybe the diet of these animals comes from these animals. And I wonder, because these are blue-tailed skinks that were on that island, is there a correlation from that animal and why these animals are blue and why I don't know. It's just a theory I have, but it was just really funny to see that like our whole time we're like we gotta feed crickets and grasshoppers and all this, and to see that prevalent every you couldn't even walk without seeing one of these skinks, and I was just like, this has to be what they're eating, especially when they're 50 foot high up in the trees. What nothing's going up that high other than these lizards are climbing up and down those trees as well, you know. So I don't know, but hopefully we'll be able to investigate that soon.
Bro, like everything you're doing for the blue tree monitors is amazing. Like all the research you're doing, going out there and traveling. Like I wish I could do that stuff, you know. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
I'll get there one day. I'll get there one
yeah,
day,
yeah,
but
yeah, most definitely, bro. I believe in you, man. It's something I'm just passionate about, man. I've said this before. I don't do this for like accolades. I don't do this so people can like hype me up or anything like that. I do it because I'm naturally interested in this stuff, and it excites me being able to figure out what's going on and seeing this stuff in the wild, which is why I do that. You know.
which species was the stomach content study done on? Greens?
So that's
Was it
funny. I'm glad Serenity brought this up because I actually had this conversation with someone else. So it was actually blue tree monitors, and they caught I think it was 14 animals, and they checked the stomach content of them, and they found nothing but grasshoppers and crickets, right? But hear me out. I'm sure they're eating those animals, right, when they get the chance. But I don't know if you guys know, but most in the tree monitor form, most people know that. Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you. Most people know that
this is my
crickets.
sponsor, bro. He's badass.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. What's
Yeah.
up, Michael? Hell yeah. But most people know that crickets, grasshoppers, roaches even have hard exoskeletons that don't digest well, right? So if you're looking at the stomach content, if let's say, for example, one day a tree monitor ate both a skink and it ate a grasshopper, what's going to get digested first? In your opinion? If I were to think of it, I think the skink will get digested fully, and the grasshopper might get digested too, but the exoskeleton will be left remain. The really hard shell of the wings or the legs are going to get left. And so when they investigated these animals, yeah, they found a bunch of cricket parts, but maybe they found that because the skinks were already digested and they couldn't see them. That's my theory behind it. But I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I didn't go out there. I didn't cut up in a bunch of tree monitors or make them vomit. I don't know. I didn't see them eat anything, so I don't know. You know, it's just a theory that I though I do understand they're eating the katydids and stuff, I still think that the skinks are a bigger diet than that because I saw more of the skinks than I did of the grasshoppers. And I did see grasshoppers, and they're big. I got pictures of grasshoppers this huge that I saw, but they were just not readily available compared to the skinks, in my opinion. That's just a theory I have, though, you know?
Dude, that's crazy. But I didn't know the blue tree monitors eat skinks out there. That just blows my mind.
I don't know either. I don't know either. I'm not saying they do. I just have a theory that maybe they are eating them because of how many are around, you know? And these tree monitors were big, dude.
It says skinks are a better diet, more protein and stuff within it versus a bug. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. And these tree monitors were big, bro. I always assumed that tree monitors were like these really skinny, lanky animals, right? Because you see when you get one in a that's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know until someone investigates that. We're so up in the air because we don't even know how these animals eat. We don't know how they drink. We don't know how they breed. We don't know anything about these animals other than a couple accounts of people that have documented them in the wild. And that's a handful of people in the last like 10 years. You know, for those that don't know, the blue tree monitor has only been scientifically recognized since 2001. And that's only 23 years that we've even known about these animals in existence to the public. And in that time, only a handful of people have even gone out there to do any research. So there's still so much to learn about these animals. But what was the topic I was on? I know I was talking about skinks and them eating and
you couldn't say that if they were eating the skinks
I don't know
for sure or not. So why did you pick the blue tree monitor, if you don't mind me asking? I know you told us back then, but is it the rarest monitor? Are they going
No,
extinct again?
I don't think they're
I
the
can't remember what
rarest.
you said last time.
I don't think they're the rarest monitor. I picked the Blue Tree monitor because that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah,
I didn't even know you
I
could
will be
do
playing.
that. See, I'm
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
didn't even know you could collect
I don't know.
the nail
I didn't know
clippings
that either.
from wild tree monitors to collect
Yeah,
that.
or even shedding and things like that. You could probably do that.
Okay, Mike. Okay,
no,
thanks, bro.
no.
Because Father
I got
Blue sounds
into.
better than Father Green.
I had a green tree monitor for a little bit. I've had black tree monitors. I've even had the gold spotted tree monitors for a little bit here. But I fell in love with the blues. Um, I have full 65 fan. No, I fell in love with the blues because they were the largest out of all of them. And at the time, they weren't like no one. I didn't know that they were threatened or endangered or anything like that. I found out that they were the biggest out of all of them, and I thought they were the most beautiful. My favorite color is blue, so I was like, let me work with the blue tree monitors, and then as I started working with them, I started to realize, wow, there's so much happening to these guys. And from my understanding, they're the most threatened out of all the species of the tree monitors. And there's only one reason, is because the island that they're from is right next to the mainland, Sarong. So it's very easy. It's like an hour for you to drive to get a boat from Sarong to catch tree monitors and export them out illegally. Whereas the most easiest is actually the greens, because they're on the main island. So they're right in the backyard. They'll go to the backyard, take one, take them out. That's how you see a lot of greens, wild caught greens for sale. Blues are second because they're an island away. And then everything else is so far away from each other, so far away from the mainland, like the blacks, the gold spotteds, the yellows. They're so far away. Those are the hardest to get. But the blues are the most threatened. They're not the rarest. They're just the most threatened, and they're getting taken out way too fast. That's the problem that's happening right now.
And you got what? How many do you have right now?
I have I have nine. Yeah, nine, 8 adults, four females, 5 males, and I have 2 incubating upstairs. So 9, 10. It will be 11 total in a couple of weeks, but 9 fully available right now.
Yeah, bro, that's amazing. And if
And I'm gonna add more too soon.
so,
I'm trying to add 4 more females to that.
so check it out. So think about it, right? Let's just say they're all go wiped out, and you only have the last what 9, 11, and 12.
Yeah,
Bro, people are gonna be coming to you, and you're the only one working with blue tree monitors.
yeah.
It
No,
it blows my
no,
mind because these animals are, I hate to say it, are going extinct. Our kids in the future like probably won't even get to know what a blue tree monitor is.
yeah.
You never know, man. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I
when I was out there on the island, man, one of the craziest things I saw was that the poachers, the guys that are catching these animals for their living, they were telling me that in their island, in their village that they live, there were 100 trappers that were all trained. 100 people trained to go catch tree monitors. They go out
damn,
regularly to catch tree monitors. They told me in the last year, well, in the last like 4 months, when I got there in December. I spent New Year's and into January there, 3 days. When I got there, they said that in the last 4 months, they had taken out 250 animals already. They took 250 animals from the island, and that was crazy. Yeah, Bomiai, that's the gold spotted. I had a pair here for a friend that I got in, and I sent them out to a friend. But the gold spots are another animal. Those are beautiful, but the only reason why they're rare is because that island is so hard to get to and traverse. No one really knows how to find them. That's the only reason why you don't see them. But if you see one in the U.S., 99% it's illegally exported. Because when I went to Sarong, when I went to Indonesia, the first thing you see in the airport is the gold spotted. You're not allowed to take this out of Indonesia. It literally on the airport, they got a picture of that. They got a picture of monkeys. They got a picture of green tree pythons. They're like, you cannot remove these animals from this island. It literally says that on there. So all the animals, if you see a gold spot in the U.S., 9 times out of 10, it's illegal. Food for thought if you didn't know that. But yeah, man, it's crazy. What I was saying. So they took out 250 animals in the past 4 months, and then when I asked them, yo, how many do you guys get paid? How much you get paid per animal? These guys were working out there, risking their lives, climbing trees for $15 a tree monitor, bro. They were getting paid $15 for one blue tree monitor. It's
That's
crazy.
sad.
That's crazy, right? But that's like a day's wage for them. That tree monitor pays for their family to eat, pays for their house to get fixed, pays for their kids to get clothes, all this stuff.
Damn,
It's,
bro.
it,
But then,
yeah,
if you think about it, like Mike says, unfortunately, they're gonna be gone by then.
yeah, I'm
That's
sure.
what he did the math. He said that's 3,000 a year. If it's 250 in 30 days,
Yeah, man. Think about
dude,
it. And
that just blows your mind. Like,
yeah, yeah, man.
like
Yeah, man.
what other reptiles are we not gonna be able to show our kids? You know?
Who knows, dude? Who knows? And unfortunately, yeah, right. Yeah, believe me, bro. Believe me, I was trying. Every time I saw one for sale, I was like, bro, let me buy it. But I wanted to buy it so I can release it, right? And those guys, they know the value of it. Like once they get it off those islands, they get paid 15 to trap them. Once they're off the islands, they're more expensive. They'll get a little bit more money, and it's worth it for them. And so it's very hard for them to want to let go of a lot of these animals. But yeah, man, it's sad. If I could, I'd go over there and buy all of them and bring them back over here. But Indonesia doesn't allow the export, so it's hard, man. It's hard.
Man, that's crazy. That's sad, man. Oh man, I would try to like buy everything and just release it, but they're just gonna catch it again. I feel like that would just be a waste of money, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all gotta survive somehow. I mean, some countries just a little poorer. I mean, that's sad, but
Yeah, that's the thing with that land, man. Allows people. It's a beautiful. Oh, bro, like $15 to like a blue tree monitor here in captivity. A captive one sells for 3 Gs. A wild caught sells for like I don't know, like 2,000 to 2,500. It's a crazy markup, but yeah, man, it's just crazy to think what's going to happen, man, with those animals. I don't know.
yeah, but at least you got them right there. At least, I mean, think about it this way: you go out there and you saw how they lived out there, right? But at least you got them here where they're being captive, and you're taking care of them. You're watching them grow instead of them. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who knows what's happening to them
yeah,
once they sell
and
them? You know?
yeah, and for those that don't know why I even do this, right? Because a lot of people be like, is he doing this just to make a bunch of money or anything like this? Or I've been doing
Bro,
this
I've
for
been
4
following you, and I tell the people right now, you're not doing this to make money. You're doing this
yeah,
because the way you talk. If you can't tell by the way he talks, he's so passionate about these animals,
yeah,
man. Then y'all got some issues. Like
yeah,
seriously, because this guy loves these animals. Like, I
yeah.
mean, you can
I've
just hear
been
it in his voice, man.
I've been doing it for 4 years, trying to breed these animals and bring them in captivity, and the pair,
Right? Me too.
yeah, right. Yeah, he took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I'm doing this for, is the animals that I produce. The entire goal of this project is to donate them to zoos, right? And I have 3 institutions lined up right now. They're going to receive babies from me, and every clutch that I produce, I want to donate to these places so that they can then start a captive breeding program. And then with my help, obviously I can't give them the same babies from the same clutch because then they'll interbreed. I want to give them from different clutches so that they're not related. And that's why I have so many. So I have so many different gene pools to pull from. So I'm not interbreeding animals, but to donate to these institutions, educate them and help them be successful in taking care of these animals so that, like you said, my kids, your kids, our grandkids can see these animals in the future. And then hopefully, and I know it's a wild dream, right? A lot of people say that, right? That I want to eventually help release these guys into the wild, back into the wild, and also help in the native land. Yeah, man.
Bro, he worked with
Oh,
zoos, so he would help you out. Definitely get in contact with Mike, dude. I'm telling you right
Mike,
now.
I'm gonna reach you, Mike. I'm gonna reach you. Like I said, I got a couple people already involved, but I'm gonna send you a message right after this podcast, bro. We're gonna link up and talk because this is something I'm very passionate about, this project and getting these animals into the right hands to just prolong their existence here in captivity, and then eventually, like I was saying, going into like Indonesia and helping those people preserve the animals, whether it's like teaching them not to catch them, but to take people out to see them instead and getting paid for that instead of getting paid to catch them, you know, like just things like that. I want to change the narrative, bro, and just help save these animals. And hopefully that inspires other people to try to save whatever animal they love. You know, it doesn't have to be tree monitors. It could be anything, bearded dragons, leopard gecko, whatever you love, but have that same passion to try to save those animals as well, man. Because we're losing all animals, bro, not just tree monitors. We're losing like every single animal in existence thanks to humans, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and you're right, brother. You're right. You're definitely right. So speaking on like you inspiring people, do you feel like you made an impact in the hobby with the blue tree monitors? Do you feel like you made a difference?
Bro, I'm gonna be as humble as I possibly can, right? But the amount of people, bro, I can literally say as we're speaking, I check my phone and someone just hit me up with a message saying, bro, you inspired me to do this and that and this and that. I've been watching you for this and that, whatever. The amount of people that I've helped just get the basic understanding of taking care of these animals, and the amount of people I've inspired to like go from these like not tiny, the industry standard of animal. That's sick. That's it. Hell yeah. But the amount of people I've shared, like that shared with me that like the standard keeping of these animals have gone to the extreme and built giant enclosures, man. I mean, some people have built cages bigger than mine, man, because they were inspired by what I was doing. It's been amazing, bro. And I tell everyone, man, I'm open to anybody, bro. I'm friendly with anybody. I will call people out on their shit. I'm not afraid to call people. I don't care who you are, dude. I'm not afraid. If I see something that I assume is wrong, I'm gonna say that, and then we can have a conversation about that afterwards, whether you agree or not. But I am so open to helping out anybody that wants to help, and I would definitely say that I've helped quite a number of people, bro. My DMs can show you how many people are like, bro, we support you. I love this. I've been following you since day one. People have been with me, bro, since the day I started with the tree monitor stuff. You know,
Bro,
and that's been amazing. That's been amazing, dude. It's been amazing to watch that growth. You know.
what's right in caring for an animal that depends? Mike, you want the link to jump on? You're more than welcome to jump on, brother. He's more than welcome to jump on. He already knows. If he wants to come on, I feel like this would be a good conversation for him.
Mike seems like a cool dude.
He's a cool dude. He knows like what he's talking about when it comes to like the zoo and stuff.
Yeah.
But if he wants to come on, I'll send him the link right now and we'll get him on here. But yeah, dude, I forgot what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought just now. But it was about I've been following you since day one too, bro. Like I've been following you. I've been watching you. I've been watching you grow, dude. You've grown like a lot, dude. A lot, like substantially. Like it's crazy. Oh, you're at work. Well, my bad, brother.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything crazy, bro. I'm just doing what I would naturally do. Just being myself. I'm a friendly guy, bro. If you get to know me, dude, I love to hang out with people. I love talking with people. I love learning. I love sharing. I'm a normal dude, bro. Honestly, you know, and I think because I'm a younger guy, I can resonate with a little bit more people comparative to these older dudes. Like I'm not young. I'm 31, right? But that's younger than like a 50-year-old dude with
38.
a family and all that. Yeah, you know, and then they're telling you, this is what you should do. And I'm like, nah, bro, fuck that. Let's chill, like whatever. I'll tell you, you know, it's a little bit different. And I think that's why I've been able to help a lot of people, or at least connect with a lot of people in that front, you know?
Dude, but I don't know, man. I love watching your videos too, especially when you're talking about like how you do the bottom layer of the drainage and the drain pan. This is how we drain it. Like, bro, I'm like watching your videos. So
yeah,
whatever you're doing is working, bro. Like your little vlogs, how you built your enclosures, everything, all the way down to draining the pan. This is how we drain them out, bro. That's a lot of water, by the way. That's a lot of water. But I'm just saying, like your videos, they keep me there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing right. You're on the right path, brother. You're gonna. I want to say like you'll probably be up there with like Brian Barczyk and them
Oh,
when
I
it
don't
comes to
know.
your
I
vlogs.
don't. I'm gonna be humble, bro, but I don't think I would get that high, but one day, we'll never know. I'm gonna keep shooting J's until I make it.
Keep shooting threes, right? Hey, but for real, like coming into the Blue Tree Monitor, did you ever talk to anybody that made an impact on you?
I will say a lot of people did. A lot of people made a huge impact on me. I was inspired by a lot of people, but then I got turned off by a lot of people because I was like shown like what it really was about. And for me, my biggest thing for me, right? I literally had someone tell me that they were like being like, "Oh, I'm on this righteous high horse mentality," and I'm like, feel however you want to feel about it. But I always felt like I'm doing this for what I think is the right reason, right? In my opinion, is the right reason. Where I see a lot of other people are motivated by the money, and that's where I've always clashed with people, right? I'm like, uh, granted, this is a free world, bro. You can do whatever you want, right? If this is how you pay your bills and you put money on your table, congratulations for you, bro. But for me, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do this full time to make money. I don't, right? And so when I see the way people have been doing stuff, that part always just didn't sit well with me. The people that have always inspired me continuously, though, are the people. Uh, yeah. I'll get back to that question in a second. The people that inspire me have always been the people that are in Europe. For whatever reason, those guys in Europe, they have this mentality where it's like it's about the animal and the money thing comes second, right? If they happen to make
Hmm.
money, great, cool. That's the benefit of doing this, right? But you look at their enclosures, they have these giant enclosures, naturalistic, bioactive. Their animals have so much room. Their animals look beautiful. They look healthy. Um, you know, I never hear about a European keeper that has their animals dying on them constantly. Where here in the U.S., the mentality is like, oh, if it dies, we'll replace it. It's okay. It's a wild caught. It's supposed to die, or they don't that those guys have inspired me so greatly, and the majority of my circle of tree monitor keepers that I contact on the regularly are European people. They're not U.S. keepers, unfortunately. Like, yeah, I talked to a couple of them here and there, but most of them are Europeans because I resonate more with their mindset more than the U.S. mindset. So that's the answer to that question.
So,
Serenity Dragons asked if I was gonna. Sorry,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold
Go
on,
ahead.
hold on, Eddie. So speaking on that, did you see the Medusa reptiles episode I did? Did you see her enclosures? And she lives in Sweden, bro. Like phenomenal.
I didn't see that. What does she have? What does she keep?
She keeps venomous. She's like a venomous
Okay,
animal.
okay.
She keeps squams and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm talking about gorgeous snakes and gorgeous like enclosures. Like her
You
shit was up
know,
to par, dude. Like up to
that,
par.
and that's what I constantly see with these European people is that they go above and beyond, bro, to do. They try to replicate zoos in their houses. Yeah, man. Yeah, and yeah, and I love that they do that comparative to us, where the mentality in the U.S. is more so like if I can breed it quickly and keep it in the most minimalist setup, I'll make more money and I can get more animals. And I just don't bang with that idea, and that's where I always had problems with that with the U.S. Unfortunately, right? And I'm not saying I'm never gonna say I'm better than anybody else doing this. I'm not gonna say I'm better than the Europeans or the Europeans are better than us. I'm just saying the Europeans do it a different way that I can relate to more than what we're doing over here, in my opinion, right? Even the people in Australia, those guys, fucking my guy Aaron, who fucking keeps green tree monitors. He's like one of the only green tree monitor breeders in Australia, and he has these giant outdoor enclosures that look beautiful. And I'm just like, I wish I could do that, but
Bro,
it's just it's
do you post his like videos in your story? Because I think I've seen them.
sometimes, yeah. His
Yeah,
grass
okay,
is
yeah, he has some
greener.
gorgeous ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
grass is greener. He has some beautiful enclosures out there. Even Frizy, the way he keeps, it's a different way than the Americans, unfortunately. Again, that's why I resonate. But Serenity was asking, will I ever sell to people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that the plant. I would love to give them to people. close people in my circle that would like to have them and sell them off to you guys. That if you guys believe you can take care of them, in that sense, and I'll help you out in any way that I can, in my opinion, any way that I can help to make you successful, I'm more than happy to. Because aside from the whole giving to zoos, I'm also working on my own type of like lines. I'm going to be selectively breeding for certain animals, like higher blue animals, higher white animals, etc. So, yeah.
Bosa said, "What's up? What's up, Bosa?"
What's up, Bosa?
He says it's because of the standards set forth by the government for keeping these special species is stricter over there. We have the most relaxed laws and somehow still act like idiots and get stuff banned.
Yeah,
Bro, that's that shit happens everywhere. It's like a job. Like we're able to do something until somebody always fucks up. I hate to say it that way, but that's what happens when one of us fucks up. We all get punished for it.
Yep, exactly.
So
exactly.
Who's waiting for their t-shirt? From who? From me?
I guess I gotta make a t-shirt for Friday.
I was like, for me or for you? Man, dude. So what have working with the Blue Tree monitors done for you? Like you didn't expect to happen with working with them. Like what have they done for you?
I just have this overall appreciation for all animals, man. In general, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and think that I didn't have the mentality at first, right? Yeah, right, exactly. Florida, the reason we got everything down there, so we gotta release some Blue Tree monitors so that they have some wild ones out there, dude.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And what Michael says here is completely true, bro. They see us as like redneck keepers that all keep in tubs. Like I have conversation with my European friends, and they're like, "Yo, so how are the tub keepers out in the U.S.? Like because that's all they know us for is keeping animals in tubs, and minimum standards and ball pythons. That's all we know about that, right? But back to your question, man, like. It's the respect for all animals, for all living things, bro. That's what these animals have taught me. Because, like, I won't lie. When I first got my animals, I got a male and a female because I was like, I'm gonna breed these animals and I'm gonna make some money breeding these animals, and we're gonna build an empire breeding Blue Tree monitors, right? And then it changed into this like, no, dude, like these animals are. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with Frizy with that one, man. But like over the years, it evolved into this idea of like, no, dude, I gotta help these animals the way that I can, in any way that I can, and I gotta help educate the world on these animals, and not just these animals, but all animals, and just help, just like bring awareness to living creatures. Like one of the things that I always say about all animals is that they're alive, bro. Like we keep them and we act like they're like Pokemon cards, but these things are alive. They have brains, they have minds, they have ideas. Like, and that's why I go to the lengths I do to like try to recreate a tiny slice of what they would have in the wild to make them a little bit more comfortable. But at the end of the day, they're still it's an animal, and so that's what really changed keeping them, bro. It's like just realizing like, bro, like I gotta respect these things. I gotta be careful with these things. I gotta tell people that these animals are important and they're not just a monetary thing. It's a live, living creature that only lives because we allow it to live in our possession. So that's been the biggest thing I learned from this, bro.
Bro, it's crazy because today you got everybody like asking questions. You got everybody involved right now. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. People are loving this. I love it.
They feel the energy, bro. They feel it because, like, I don't know. I want more people to feel the same way I feel about them, and I think they do. I definitely feel that they do. I have so many friends that I can say feel the same way I do about animals, and I love that. I love to see that, dude. Thank you for
bro. But honestly, like I think whenever it comes into the hobby or the industry, they come in thinking they're gonna get rich quick.
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell
Everyone.
you, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I thought that, when I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
all these ball
Everyone.
pythons,
Yeah,
I
because
thought
you
I was gonna
see it,
fucking
dude.
hit gold and shit and become a millionaire with ball pythons. And then later on, I started meeting more people and getting, interacting with retics, uh, other snakes like rat snakes. I like colubrids. I like the retics. So I started selling off my ball pythons
Yeah.
because I don't want to work with balls anymore, dude. I just feel like it's just too much, bro. It's too much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know. Just how do I say it? It's not for me. The ball pythons aren't for me anymore, like I had thought they
Yeah.
were. So
Yeah, same for me, man. Like, I don't even go to shows anymore, dude. I don't go to reptile shows anymore because it's just not for me. I don't want to go to a place where I'm seeing, and no offense to anybody that participates or does this, but like I just don't want to go to a place where I'm seeing a bunch of animals being, sold, in that way. To me it just doesn't feel. What's up, Chuck? Hell yeah, dude. It just doesn't feel like that's just not the thing that I want to do anymore. I've gotten I got me either,
fucking
bro. I
balls.
don't. Yeah. So it's changed. Not to knock anybody. I would go to say what's up to people and say what's up to friends and see faces and everything like that. But I don't have the need to be like, I need to go out there and check this out. Whatever.
Dude, you want to see one
Yeah.
of his babies? I think, or his. I'll show you one of his snakes because I had it here yesterday when we were on that other live yesterday. It's freaking amazing. Here's one of his babies.
Oh wow, that's beautiful, dude. Look how clean that guy is, man.
Right? And he's selling
Damn,
that one, by the way. And then
dude.
here's this other one I'm gonna get from him.
Monster right there.
She
Ready to
yeah,
bite your
she
face
looked
off,
like she
man.
ready to bite people. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just I don't know, man. When it's like you work with blue tree monitors because you fell in love with them, the passion, like you see that. When they put a retake in my hand, dude, I fell in love with it. Like
Yeah.
it was like this is what I want to work with. This is what and a lot of people don't work with retakes. They're afraid,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. They can
they're
get too
afraid they
big.
produce too much clutches, or when you're trying to go pull the eggs, it's gonna bite your hand or something. It's always something.
Yeah, I didn't think
I
about that
I,
part.
I took that one off.
Oh
He wants me to
wow.
show you the orange glow Montney. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Hold on. Please hold. Let me see if I still have it. Oh, I do. It's right here. Let it load up. But you got a lot of comments. Hold on. I say this. The monitor side of the hobby is just becoming a mainstay. More and more people are getting into monitors every day. We still have time to establish the side of the hobby.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, exactly, Serenity. That's why we need you. We need people like me. We need the
What's
people
up,
that are
Rudy?
doing this. What's up? What's up, my dude? The people that are doing this to help push into the right direction so that we don't end up with monitors being kept like ball pythons. Like, damn, that's pretty.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty as hell.
that's what he wants me to show you.
Dang, dude, look at that straight line, dude. That's
Right?
crazy back on that, man. That's a
I think
crazy
this is
back
the
on
one.
that.
Yeah,
But
that's
yes,
his work.
yeah, like Sereni was saying, like the monitor section is growing because people love an animal that's so smart, that's able to think for the way a monitor can. And I've been keeping monitors since I was 16, with starting off with savannas and working with other monitor species. But it's up to us now to inspire the new people coming in so that they do the right thing, so that they keep these animals the right way and try to understand the limitations of what they can actually take care of and everything like that. I love what Serenity just said. And I'm gonna hold you to it too, Serenity. You're gonna do it too with your Instagram. Inspire the next people. I'm gonna be
I,
on your ass, I promise.
so I have a question. Like blue tree monitors, they're highly intelligent animals. Are they are savannah monitors like their intelligence levels and all that? Like the Nile monitors, are they all different or all the same when it comes to?
I would say the monitor brain in general is already a larger brain compared to all the other animals. They're complex. The way that they're able to figure out complex problem solving is amazing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah, compared to other animals, like they've shown that tree monitors can use their hands to dig into like little bottles and holes in trees to grab bugs, right? You think about the Nile monitor. The Nile monitor lives in the Nile River of Africa. That animal is so attuned to its awareness around that it's able to prevent itself from getting killed by one of the largest crocodiles, the Nile crocodile, right? Smart animal. Um, yeah, yeah, they're very quick. And all these animals in general are just very good at being self-aware and problem solving. And you'll have tree monitors. Yeah, right.
The retics of the modern world. So yeah, where another question, like on top of that, like where do you see tree monitor uh keeping going, like keeping and breeding?
I That's a good question, man. I don't know. It's growing. It's growing every day because people love a beautifully colored animal, right? When you
Hmm.
see a green tree monitor, when you see a yellow tree or a blue tree, you're like, dang, bro, that's like candy in your hand, right? It's a beautiful colored animal. And looking at ball pythons, we love colorful stuff, bro. It's just what drives the market. And so you're seeing a lot more people getting them for sure. You're seeing a lot of people. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I have an opinion about that. I'll share it very shortly after this. But you're seeing a lot of people right now jump into tree monitors. I've know a couple of people that have just bought like boatloads of tree monitors to get into the like market share of breeding them to sell to like meet the demand of the people. I see it growing. What I just hope is that the people that are getting these animals know what comes with keeping one of these animals, right? And they strive for something like this versus like the industry standard, which is like a smaller enclosure. It's like half the size. Um, so that's my only hope. I hope that the breeders that are doing this are doing it ethically and they're not just trying to chase a dollar, which I can't control how everyone else does this, but I just hope that's one of my wishes is that I just hope they do it ethically and they're not chasing a dollar. But that's it. I know it's going to grow and it's going to get big and it's going to get strong and we'll see where it goes. Yeah, yeah. There's not a
Yeah.
lot of people breeding. There's not a lot of people breeding black tree monitors. There's a handful. This past year, we got a handful of black tree monitors in captivity that were born
So
in
black
captivity.
trees and black dragons are different, or they're the same?
Yeah, black dragons are the Asian water monitor, and then black tree monitors are a black version of the tree monitor. It comes in all black. But like they were saying,
Oh,
like Serenity was saying about the water monitors, that's one of the biggest things I see right now is that those animals are beautiful, the Asian water monitor, and you get this puppy dog tame monitor. But I think people are overbreeding the hell out of them, similar to how they were doing the mainline retics, where there's so many available and not enough people that can properly house them. And you'll get like these people that'll buy one or two babies and they're like, oh, they're such a beautiful baby. And then this thing gets 6 feet long, and they're like, where the hell do I put this? How do I even house it? And one of those animals needs like a room for an enclosure. And
mm-hmm.
and you're seeing too many people breed them because you get a quick $2,500, $3,000 for one.
For
Exactly.
real. You're not
Yeah,
even lying, dude. You're not lying.
yeah, yeah. And they breed like when you breed one, it has like 20 it has like 20 babies, 15. It has like between 10 to 20 babies. That's so many babies you get out of one of these animals, and it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's flooded, and there's a couple players that I attest that I blame for this for sure. I don't know, so, names. I just always felt, and that's why I don't bang with those people because I see them and I'm like, bro, like you can't properly house all these animals. You can't sustainably sell them all. Why are you doing it? Did you see that guy
So
that was selling the deformed tree, the deformed water monitor on Morph Market that got crazy with the mouth that was all wild,
no, I didn't.
bro?
I don't ever hop out Morph Market anymore.
Yeah, there was a guy that was selling this, and no offense to the guy, but he was selling a deformed Exantic water monitor. That dude, his mouth looked like this. It looked like an X. The mouth didn't even line up, and it had one eye. And he was asking $4,000 for this animal. But it was
Why?
so heavy.
You
It was
try to say it
so
was a
heavily
rare breed or
bred.
something?
Because it was exantic. It's not available. It's exantic animal. It's not available. But it
Oh,
was
okay.
so inbred. It was like so inbred, or whatever happened to the animal that I don't know, bro. It's just crazy, man. But they're saying it right now. Yeah,
Yeah, they're saying because he thought it was gold. Yeah, dude, that
yeah.
guy is from my state. I'm so ashamed. Yeah. What? Well, so what
It
is
was
one thing we
crazy,
could
bro, to
do
see that.
to get better with, breeding water monitors? Even though I'm not a breeder of monitors, but like, what is one thing we
I
could do to better ourselves in that aspect?
I think if we're gonna keep a water monitor, I don't just first of all, I don't think we should be breeding as many as we have. I think uh yeah, I think there's yeah, Pricey. If you didn't see that, bro, that thing was crazy. That mouth was wild, and he was. I don't know how he even came out like that, bro.
I like the way he's like that mouse was wild.
Yeah, I don't think they should be bred in the numbers that they're being bred. Like it's a big lizard, bro. Like there's only so many people that can properly house a lizard like that. That's like you being in the neighborhood Great Dane breeder and being like, bro, all you can have is Great Danes in this neighborhood. Like, I hope you got enough space to take care of it. Would you take in a Great Dane if you lived in an apartment? Probably not, right? And most people can't afford to do that. Most people can't take care of them. I think we should have like some type of list where we know how many people are breeding and just give it a cap at that. Like, because we just don't need it. I get people want to make a bunch of money and they're trying to put food on their table, but I just don't think sustainably breeding. We've already seen it with the retic industry where people are breeding those things. And no offense to anybody who breeds retics, but people breeding retics crazy to the point where they were like the market value of them was shooting down to the ground because people were breeding them too fast. Too many were available. Not enough people were buying them, and the same thing's happening. But now you got an animal that needs 20 times more space than a retic. To move around and eat, and it can cause a bad bite that you have no solution for how to house it or what to do with it once you have so many babies. That's the problem.
Yeah, but not only that, they're also releasing them out in the wild now. If they
Yeah,
can't
in the
even if
fucking
they can't even take care of them, they're releasing them like out in their own backyard. Like, oh fuck it, I can't take care of this guy. Versus trying to find it at home, send it to a rescue, something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Somebody that's gonna actually take care of these things.
Yeah, unethical breeding,
What do
exactly,
you say?
man.
It's because of Instagram and TikTok. They're trend animals right now. It's what people see, so it's what they want.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
I see in a tiny ass box with just a water bowl they can't even fit in is insane.
Yeah, man. And you see this all the time with all animals, but these animals, these water monitors grow huge, man. A 6 foot lizard, dude, it can get big. One of my favorite keepers at the time, and he doesn't, and I made a post about him recently, but he doesn't do it anymore, was like Corey from Toothless Reptiles. And I think Corey was so cool. He was a guy from California that was breeding, he was breeding Asian water monitors. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy huge. Yeah, right. That's people don't think that that's the size you need for that animal, bro. That's like this. That's a starter cage, and like imagine how big they just man. But if you look at the guy, one of my
50
biggest,
gallon, goddamn.
yeah, one of my favorite people was Corey from Toothless Reptiles, and he was keeping if you ever saw how he kept his crocodile monitor. This guy Corey built like a 4-story enclosure to breed crocodile monitors in California. He bought a giant warehouse to keep those. He was breeding lace monitors. He was breeding water monitors. He's like one of the founders or one of the first people breeding black dragons at the time. It was crazy. It's a hard one. Big stars. High in praise is sad, really. Yeah,
I agree with
exactly.
this because pet shops are only trying to make money. They're not actually
Yeah,
trying to get out there to explain how to properly take care of the animal and what it needs, how big of enclosure it needs, how
I
much time you
agree.
need to spend with these retics because you really gotta hook train the retic because if not, it's just gonna come flying out and bite you. I
No, I
mean,
agree.
so I don't know how
I
y'all.
agree.
I know y'all tongue train them, right? Is it tongue when you
Yeah, people
get them
do
to
that.
come
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
So, oh yeah, and the sulcata tortoise too. Yeah, Those
Yeah.
get released in the wild constantly. Petco and PetSmart need to carry. Petco and PetSmart need to carry releases. I was like, wait, what? Am I reading that? Don't kill me. I was like, wait, we're not. We're saying they shouldn't have them. But man, dude, I there's so much stuff going on. Like you just don't know.
Yeah.
Either you're not paying attention. Like for me, I don't see that stuff about like what's going on with the water monitors and stuff like that. Like you said, the morph market thing. I didn't even know your baby died. I didn't get to see all that, and I'm sorry about that again. Um,
No, it's cool. It's cool.
but it's just yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff going on. And then all the stuff you're getting hit for all that negativity that shouldn't even be there that we don't really
Yeah,
need.
man. Yeah, it just is. I'm and some people know this. Frizy have seen some of it over the years. I tend to be a very outspoken individual, and I'm not afraid, unfortunately, to.
He
If
said,
you remember one thing in okay,
if
I'll answer.
if you're remembered for one thing in this hobby, what would it be? What would you want it to be? That's a good question.
If I was remembered for anything in this hobby, what would I want to be remembered for? If there's if there's anything that I wanted to be remembered for, I want to be remembered for being a pioneer in changing the standard of how we keep animals and just seeing it in a different light, pushing towards larger enclosures, pushing towards conservation in the wild, pushing towards education of certain animals in captivity so that they don't go extinct in the wild. Um, And yeah, man, my legacy started at Father Blue for sure with the Blue Tree Monitors and working with these animals. But I know for a fact that in the coming years, it's going to grow bigger than that. And I'm going to be doing bigger projects about different animals that I'm just as passionate about, not just these tree monitors, but, I want to be the first Latino Steve Irwin, rest in peace, out here teaching people about animals and the wildlife that we have around us and how we got to take care of them. So if there's anything that I want to be remembered about is how hopefully I inspire other people to love animals in the same way that I love them, man. That's what I want.
Yeah, dude, that's he said one earn. What the hell? What was that, Mike? Come on now. But you already know what's coming, bro. I'm gonna hit you with the last question, man, because we already hit an hour. It didn't feel like an hour. That shit went quick,
Yeah, it did. It went so
bro.
fast, dude.
It always goes quick though. He said, "Yeah, Eddie, you are outspoken." It says Latino Steve Irwin. Love it, bro. But you're on like honestly, bro. You're on the right path to be one of the pioneers to be up there. So I mean, props to you, man. You already know how much love I have for you and watching you and and when you said yeah to come back on the podcast, I was like, hell yeah, I get to see what's going
Of
on.
course,
And like
man. Of course.
he said, we go way back. It's okay. Man, dude, a year ago. So my question is, if you could change one thing in the hobby, what would it be and why? And that was shit. The last time I asked you, that was a year ago.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, right. So if there was one thing I could change with a hobby right now and why, if there was one thing I would do, man, it was I would stop this internet conversation that we all fucking have, bro. And stop that this internet yeah, exactly. I would just stop this internet drama stuff that we all have. This hiding behind Facebook to see who's better and everyone flexing to be I'm better than you and this and that. I would stop all that. I would get rid of all that, everything, all the drama on Facebook, Instagram, everything like that, and just have us fucking talk like adults and figure shit out so that we can make the lives of these animals better and the lives of the people keeping them better. instead of this fucking negativity that we all have, or like at each other's throats all the fucking time, I would stop all that so we can just together, bro, and just hang out, bro. Because we got into, bro. The reason every single person, I don't care whether you got in it for money, whether you got in it because you love, we all got into this because we love animals, bro. We got into this because we love animals. We love keeping animals. We love working with animals. So bring that back and let's get together and sing Kumbaya, bro. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I would change, if anything.
bro. But that, oh man, I'm like that's hard because I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to unite this community, but
tell me, tell me about it,
bro,
bro.
I just feel like people going opposite directions. Like,
Shit.
and like one thing I want to be remembered for is trying to unite everybody because that's exactly when I came into this hobby and they asked me what I want to do, and I was like, well, I want to spread positivity, unite everybody, bring people together. And I used to do that. I was bringing people from other communities like the Chondro, and I used to do when I started this podcast, bro. I started like one person from the Chondro side, one person from a gecko side, one person from a ball python side, and they would have been like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow you. You're cool people. Stuff
Yeah,
like that." And now it's we're back at each other's throats again, and it's hard, dude. And it's
it's
hard.
hard.
It's stressful.
But that's
Says
why
I
you
know
just
this
keep on
people.
doing.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Like the drama with
yeah,
Adam
that was
Wiggins a
stupid.
few weeks ago is stupid. I don't know what happened with that. That's new to me.
Yeah, so that guy, I don't know if you know Adams from Wickens, but pretty much what happened was he uh, he was doing a room tour of his animals, and then he posted a video that he keeps like 6 leopard geckos together in one enclosure, and it was a big enclosure, right? But then there's one person that had like a big following on Instagram was like, "That's the wrong way of doing it. He's doing it wrong. He's neglecting his animals," and it went viral, and they tried to cancel the dude. And then so many people then came back and did like response videos about it, and it's a whole thing. Animal at Home Dylan is making a video about this whole thing tomorrow. If you watch it, so you can kind of
Shit,
get
I'm
up to
gonna
date
I'm
with
gonna
what's
need
going
to.
on.
I want to see what's going on. But
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
bro, I
Dylan,
always
yeah,
listen
Dylan.
to one thing. I always listen to it, and it's just like so much stuff. Like on
Yeah, man.
TikTok, TikTok for instance, bro. I went over to TikTok before all that drama started. I guess came from Instagram over to TikTok. It was actually chill. It was positivity. It was really chill. Like I met a lot of people there. Um, but out of nowhere, man, they started going at each other's throats again. Started making fun of people. Started bullying a little girl. It was just a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit.
Yeah,
It's like why? He says, "Here's the kicker:
yeah,
opinions are just like assholes. Everyone has them. Sad but true.
yeah.
The best podcasts are
Exactly.
yet to come in the future. Big moves in the works."
Hell yeah.
Wait, with who? Michael, are you starting your own podcast or what? Bro, I love that guy. Adam was
Oh, I
on
didn't even see
Snakes
that, bro.
and the Fat Man last night and talked about it. I didn't even see that
I didn't
either.
even see.
See, I don't
Yeah.
like I subscribe to them, but I don't get the notifications. I don't know, man. But so before we get on out of here, brother, because I know we gotta go. This guy, get me on yours, fool. Man, I already told you, but you're always working. You're more than welcome to hop on whenever I have people like Eddy. I mean, I know this was one conversation you would have loved to jump in, and that's why you were in the comments, bro. I appreciate you. Love you, man. I do. I love you for
Most
that.
definitely, most definitely.
I love everybody here showing Eddy support and everything. You know. Um, so, what is one positive message you can say to everybody right now watching, Eddy, before we head on out of here?
Everybody that's been watching me, man, over the past couple years, and things like that, man, I'm so grateful and so humbled by all your guys being a part of this journey and watching it and sharing it and helping me inspire other people all over the world. You guys have motivated me in so many ways to do better by my standards, by everyone else's standards, and the industry standards, and I'm going to keep on doing this and continue to be a resource for people all over the world and inspire the next people. Whether it is that you take a little piece of whatever I'm doing, or I take a piece of what you're doing, and then we're all learning from each other and trying to level up this community. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I have right now to be able to do that with all of you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me this position. It's been a hard one. It's been a stressful one. It's been a fun one. I've made so many friends from all over the world, and I've lost a lot of friends from all over the world as well. But you guys keep me going and allow me to do this and to share it with the rest of the world. So thank all you guys. For real, you have no idea. Shout out to Frizy too for being in the chats and being a day one supporter as well.
So Mike wants to set up one when he's off. If you're down again, Ed.
I'm down 100%. I would love to.
All right, we'll work on that. We'll talk about that backstage. Mike, you tell me when right now. When can you do it? He said he shot you a message on Instagram.
Oh, I'll check it out.
He said we're repping the Wu-Tang shirt. Hell yeah, anytime, bro. But yeah, so I'm gonna go backstage, Mike. While I'm backstage, go ahead and let me know a day, and I'll ask him backstage. But other than that, we're gonna get on out of here. I didn't even get to put the banner on the bottom because I didn't even add all the sponsors yet. So, but anyways, sorry. On that note, guys, y'all have a good night. Remember, lift each other up. Thank you. Oh, wait. Before we go, Eddie, go ahead and drop yourself. I didn't even let you drop yourself. Plug yourself. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, of course. My name is Eddy, aka Father Blue. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook at father.blue. And that's it, man. I'm available all right now. If you want to shoot me a message, I usually reply pretty quickly. I'm your favorite tree monitor keeper's favorite tree monitor keeper.
Hell yeah, brother. I agree with that. So he says April 8th through the 11th. What's your schedule looking at?
I'm free. I'm down. I'll do it. We'll make it work.
All right, let me know then. All right, guys. Remember, be kind. Pick up each other up. Show each other respect and love each other. On that note, guys, y'all have a good night. We out of here. Me and Eddie. Thank you, Eddie, for coming on. I appreciate you. Man, love always, brother. Love always for you. And you're more than welcome to pop on as a co-host, special co-host guest. You let me know, brother. We'll make it happen. But yes, I appreciate you. Y'all have a good night. Man, let me take this comment off. And we out of here. Peace, guys.